I'm over it. I'm over it.
Constipation or removing stuff out of your gut and your intestines.
At goodmamashealth.com.
Loving the shirt and all.
1, 2, 3, 4. Peanut butter every time. Peanut butter every time.
She got attitude.
Hello, if you've watched my last video, you would know that this is the footage from Big Bear. I celebrated my 55th birthday there. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I had so much fun. Can we give it up for this sun? We are getting it from all angles. Welcome back, subscribers. Welcome, newbies. Get your coffee, your tea, drink of choice. I am ready and back home to start a new weekly vlog with you. Sit back and enjoy.
I am back from my really long, extended, and might I add, very, very much needed birthday reflective time. It was amazing. And you've seen everything that week was giving. Today, I am going to the county fair that is not too far from here. I've never been before, but I've heard that it's a big event. It's early. It's about 9 o'clock. I think the fair starts around 10. So you know about the shirt. Got it from Walmart. I love it. It's going to go up to about 77 today. This is a sheer. The wind will go right through it. I'm going to put sneakers on because I will be doing a lot of walking. That's going to be it for me. Let me show you the full look.
Turn right.
Fast.
We are here. It's a beautiful day.
What a day. Thank you all for coming out. I am excited. We're having a great show. The pigs are pumped. And there they go.
our CBD collection, which has gummies, the roll-ons, cream, salve. We do pet products. We do soaking solutions. We have the oil that goes under the tongue. And then we have a health and beauty section.
And they're black owned.
At goodmamashealth.com.
Oh, this is definitely a happier place for a lot. This is my favorite.
Look at how super cute. It's a strawberry shortcake place setting. Looks like the students were individually got together and did these place settings, sort of like what an events planners would do. The black, the gold, the silver and black, the strawberry shortcake. Very cute.
Thank you.
In my element, I am attending a art show today. It's here only for the weekend. More of an art exhibit. A lot of local artists are showcasing their art. You can buy it if you want to. So who knows? Maybe I'll find something cute, but let's go.
I'm going to start down that way.
This art exhibition happens once a year here in Rancho Mirage at the river. However, this is my first time attending, and it didn't seem to be very many people here.
These people here, they are the sponsor. Gotta check this place out. I haven't been to sushi in a while. It looks kind of nice. This is the type of art that I like. That's cute. This is Marie. She is the proud owner and artist of this beautiful work. They are gorgeous. The paintings, for all you girlies out there that are looking for something for your home, they are absolutely exquisite. She also does custom made.
It's all about persona, how clothing can make us take on a different persona and be somebody else.
Okay. They would reach out to you,
Yes.
and you do custom made.
Yeah,
And
I do commissions.
okay.
A lot of pieces, the large pieces I can do smaller versions of in a print,
Okay.
better price point.
Okay. These pictures here are really nice for a living room aesthetic, black and white, clean aesthetic. Person is, that is the information.
I am taking this day to do absolutely nothing. On this day, my brother would have been 52. Look at the temperature. Not a coincidence. Happy birthday, little brother. I love you and I miss you.
February the 20th, Tuesday. It rained really, really hard last night, and I really didn't think that I was going to be able to do my movement meditation today, but the sun is peeking out. It's still a little cloudy. I'm going to get this heart rate up, get my meditation and my movement in. On the track, I'm in my alma mater sweats. I'm over it. I'm over it. Sick again. So I'm opting to have an espresso. And right after this, I'm going straight to the vitamin C. Green tea all day for me. So for starters, hello, how are you? Today is Wednesday, February the 21st. I am just trying to really make sure that I cross my T's and dot my I's in each week before I move to the next. Sometimes you can move too fast, and we all know when you move too fast, you'll end up coming back. Today is going to be a work day. I'm going to do some editing. I'm just trying to catch up. Me personally, I could release what I have now, but why? If I do that, then those of you who follow me won't get a chance to catch up. I'd rather for it to be in order. I just couldn't get it out. A lot of things were happening, me being sick. I had some issues with losing my SD card, and then I had some issues with my phone. Not sure why this is happening, but it's okay. It's fine. It's okay. This year is really more productive because I am staying present. I'm staying in the now. I'm working day by day, week by week, month by month. I got up, I took a really hot shower, washed my hair, and it's just in its natural state. I treat my face with I wash it, I put some toner on it, and then I just put a little bit of moisturizer on it. But my skin is pretty good. I don't have a whole lot of issues with my skin. I wear makeup when I go out. I try to wear less depending on the weather. If it's really hot, I don't want to wear too much. I'm not going out today. Tomorrow and Friday, I do have some things that I need to do. But today, I think I'm going to wash clothes. I'm going to get some work done. My little espresso cups, aren't they like the cutest? Like, look at this. And I got these from Home Goods, I want to say last year. I don't use them often. I use them when I have espresso. Basically, cappuccino, because they're perfect for that size. And my cup, as you could see, looked just like the picture. It is called Double Wall Glassware by Artisan Rose. So it insulates your espresso. The purpose of the double wall is to keep it hot longer. It never fails. Every time I go out in a crowd, which remember I was out this past weekend, I went to the county fair, which was really great. Got to talk about that. Every time I go out and there's a lot of people, I come back with a scratchy throat, little bit of aches and pains, not so much. My sickness comes in a scratchy throat. My voice tends to be a little more raspier, and I know right away. I'm like, oh God, I'm getting sick. Whatever is going around, it is jumping from body to body. And depending on your immune system, you get to fight it or you gotta roll with it. And I'm fighting it. I'm not rolling with it. I got too much work to do, so I'm gonna fight it. So after this, I will be taking my vitamin C, keep my exercise up, my normal routine, my yoga, my exercise, getting the heart rate. I'm going to continue to do that no matter how I feel. And the Lysol, that stuff works. I'm going to respray my house with Lysol. I'm going to respray all of the clothes that I had on that are like in the hamper area. You may start to feel better, but if it's in your house, it's going to linger. I have to go out. I cannot not go out. I had to get up and get my vitamin C. You see this mug, you already know what the weather is. The espresso wasn't that much. So once I finished that, it just pretty much kind of soothed my throat. I drank it really, really hot. Didn't want to skip the coffee because, as you know, if you're a coffee drinker or any type of caffeine drinker, you try to stop a day or two, you get that headache instantaneously. And I didn't want that. I wanted to switch over to the vitamin C. Let's talk about the fair. It was amazing. I'm so happy I decided to go. I had never been to the county fair before, and living on the East Coast, I'm a Jersey Shore girl. And one of the places I used to love to go, the pier at Wildwood. We had an amazing pier. Well, they still have an amazing pier, but I just remember even as a little girl, even when I got in my 20s, I had a home down there. It was just the thing to do when you lived on the East Coast in the summertime. You went to the Jersey Shore. Wildwood was my favorite, and I was there every weekend in the summertime. Excuse me, but see that? You hear that? That's what I'm talking about. It had everything that my Wildwood Pier has, except for that sea salt smell of the sea. Because you know, Jersey Shore, you're at the shore and the ocean's there. And when you're driving in, the first sign you get is the smell of the sea. Me personally, I love that. I absolutely love the smell of the sea. That's like confirmation that you're close to the shore. The popcorn smell, the funnel cake smell, the games, the sound of the balloons popping, the tossing of the rings on the bottles, like being back home. The food, I will say, it was quite expensive, but everything is expensive right now. And you know what? If you keep talking about how everything's so expensive, it's not going to not get expensive. It's just going to frustrate you even more. So it is what it is. It's what we're living in right now. And you just got to deal with it or find other things to do because it's not going to change. Talking about it, getting upset about it. This has been going on for the last 2 or 3 years. Everything is just skyrocket. It's not twice the amount it was. It's 3 and 4 times the amount it was. We're not going to be unhappy and miserable. We're just going to roll with it. If you plan on going to the county fair, it's held in Indio at the Indio grounds. It is expensive. So you were going to pay for a ticket for yourself, your children, and then when you get in, you have to buy tickets just like any other fair or any other pier to ride the rides. It probably would be in your best interest to get the wristband for unlimited riding on all of the rides. Rides for little ones, there's rides for the big kids. I went early in the day, so I got there at 11 and left around 4:35 or 5:36. When I left, the sun started to go down. The bigger kids started to come out, which perfectly fine with me. So I'm just letting you know now, if you want to go and have a good time with your little ones and have them be able to experience all of the rides without having to stand in line and kids just everywhere, go in the early part of the day and then leave right when the sun goes down. Now, it was hot. Yes, it was hot. When you leave and see the amount of people that fill up in that park, and the kids that come in, like I'm talking the high schoolers, you're going to be glad that you went early and braved that heat. And if you time it perfectly, like I would say go like in that 12 o'clock hour it'll be hot for the first 3 hours, but then around 4 o'clock, maybe that last hour that you're there or 2 hours, it'll start to cool down because the sun will be going down. So my advice would be just to time it, maybe 3 hours in the sun, 3 hours off. The key is to be out of there. I mean, like out of there, before those kids come in and the older adults. What else? What else can I tell you about it? Make sure you have a lot of sunscreen. Make sure you bring water. The food. You don't have to worry about variety when it comes to the fair. They had everything that a pier would have. Everything. There was alcoholic drinks. You could get a beer, a margarita, turkey legs, which is a fave out here in California. Curly fries were everywhere. You can get the curly fries with the chili and the cheese. Plain. They had them in bricks. They had them in round stacks like this thick. It was so much variety of food. Everything was $15. They had camel rides, $15. They take your picture when you come in like they do at Disneyland. I didn't even want to see what those prices were because I can just imagine. We took a lot of pictures inside the event because there were a lot of props. They had activities. So there was a magic show. I missed the band because we were leaving when the band was setting up, but there was another band on that I could hear them from a distance and I could see them, but I didn't bother to zoom in with the camera because we were just too far away. It was such a good time. Another thing I liked about it, they had these inside markets. So one of them was crystals. I'm a crystal girl. I love rocks. Call them whatever you want. Crystals for me. I love the amethyst. I love the rose quartz, the geos, everything. I love crystals. I love the meaning of them. I carry them around with me. You'll see me wear them a lot. Sort of like a flea market attached. They were inside, so if you wanted to get out the heat for a little bit, you could walk through there. It was well worth it. I do encourage you to bring water because the water was pretty expensive. And when you're out in that heat, walking, you get thirsty. The kids get thirsty and you can't keep buying $4 or $5 waters every time they get thirsty. I know my little one could drink that 12 ounce by himself with no problem. And he's barely 4 years old. I had such a good time. Yesterday, I did go for my walk. It was only 2 miles. So what I did is I walked very briskly, very fast up the hill, and then I ran down the hill. And my heart rate went to 174, which is the highest it's been in a really long time. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll see you tomorrow.
I got up and I decided I wasn't doing anything. I stayed in and watched the BBC channel up until 4 in the evening. I am still seeing that 555 and it means transition. Baby, this right here, Six Queens of Henry VIII, is a must see. It was so good. I enjoyed it. I'm going to leave you with a few more tidbits as I close out this weekly vlog. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Henry began to court Jane in earnest. It seems even before Anne Boleyn had been executed, Henry had her lined up to be wife number 3.
On May the 19th, 1536, Anne Boleyn was taken to Tower Green. As she stood before her executioner, Anne still hoped Henry would show her mercy.
Henry had already switched his affections to Jane Seymour, and the two were busy making plans for their future together.
Less than 24 hours after Anne's head hit the cobblestones, Henry and Jane were engaged.
Just 11 days after Anne's beheading, Henry and Jane married. By 1539, Henry VIII was 48 years old,
His first 3 wives, Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, and Jane Seymour, were all dead. Henry was now stuck in a loveless marriage to the German princess, Anne of Cleves.
Henry called his new bride fat and ugly. He claimed he was so disgusted by her face and body that he'd been unable to perform his sexual duties. One heir wasn't enough. He needed a spare.
As was the custom, Catherine forgave her executioner